Eden, you and I could have a little chat in the house. I've got a few questions about Quinn's shooting that I'd like to run by you.
What are you talking about? She's already answered all the questions she's going to.
Hey, don't pop a merit badge, boy wonder. There's a few minor details that I think your better half could clarify for me.
Like what?
Like how she and Flame Beaufort almost scratched each other's eyes out in a catfight over their mutual boyfriend, Robert Barr. The way I've got it pegged. Eden, alias the scorned woman, figured if she couldn't have her man, no one could. And from where I'm sitting, that looks like a darn good motive for murder. Bet that shrills your frijoles, don't it, compadre?
Keith, what does it take for me to get through to you? You want me to take your nose
Cruz, stop
completely
it!
off
Stop
your
it!
face?
I'll tell you what you want to know. It wasn't Eden. The only encounter that I had with Flame is when I confronted her about having an affair with my sister's husband, only it was Quinn she was sleeping with, not with Robert.
Visit with this guy and the ladies. Robert, I mean. I heard about you and him. He partial to blondes, huh? Or Campbells, or both?
Keith, please.
Isn't his sudden appearance going to strain things a little between you and Kelly? Three's a crowd, not to mention a little kinky, factoring on the sister angle.
You are skating on thin ice, you
right.
miserable son of a...
It's all right. Robert and I are ancient history.
Well, you know what they say about history. Repeats on you like a bad meal.
No, I don't know why you're listening to Flame. She's wanted in England for fraud. She'd do anything to save her own skin.
And it is such nice skin. It fits in all the right places.
Are we through yet?
Temporarily with the missus. But now it's your turn, Crusader Rabbit. I want to find out what your boys in the lab found out when they tested the clothes of our key suspects for gunpowder.
Okay, let's see. Well, now, Kelly's clothes weren't tested.
Why the hell not?
Because after the shooting, she was taken to the hospital immediately, and Robert inadvertently sent the things she was wearing to the cleaners.
Do tell. Well, I guess that doesn't matter. Kelly's pretty low on my list of suspects. She had the motive, but her means were complicated by the fact that she's in a wheelchair. Plus, we have Eden's sworn statement that she was unconscious for the whole shebang.
That's right.
What about your clothes? Were they sent to the cleaners too?
They tested negative for any residue, as did Robert's, Craig Hunt's, and C.C. Capwell's.
How boring. I guess I'll have to take a look at that lab report in the morning. Well, before I go, you thought I was leaving, didn't you? I would like to have a full accounting of Eden's movements prior to and after the murder.
What the hell for? You already have her written statement.
Just to solidify things in my mind, like what exactly happened to the murder weapon. We've got the habeas, we've got the corpus, but no bang bang.
I already told you, Keith. After I took the gun from Kelly, I put it on the desk in the living room.
And that's the last time you saw it.
Why are you asking her this? You put me in charge of this case, right? Am I forgetting something? Why aren't you asking me?
Because she's prettier than you. Besides, if your Boy Scouts uncovered anything, I'm sure would have heard about it.
Oh, for God's sake.
See? I've run rings round your logic. I'd like to thank you both for your cooperation. And Cruz, you will keep me posted if anything earth-shattering happens. I want a quick turnover in this case, because solving it is going to put me on the map. Then the good people of Santa Barbara will be able to sleep so much more safely in their beds at night, knowing that Keith Timmons is back on the job. Night all.
Unbelievable. This low-life bastard is trying to turn this investigation into a campaign to crucify your family.
He already knows I'm guilty. He's just playing this sick cat and mouse game.
He doesn't know a damn thing. He's just trying to break you down.
Yeah, well, when he's doing this to me, what is he doing to my sister? I mean,
Kelly
after
is
everything
gonna-
that she's been through?
She's gonna have to go through a little bit more, I'm afraid, darling.
I can't let that happen. I'm gonna talk to Keith. And I'm gonna tell him that I was the one that killed Quinn.
No, I'm starting to worry about you, darling. You seem hell-bent on handing the hangman a rope.
Well, that's vivid.
Well, I'm sorry. But you know, this situation will improve if we bide our time. Your sister may regain her memory of what happened that night and exonerate you and everybody else.
And what if she doesn't?
Then I'll find the gun that Quinn was using and I'll prove that you acted in self-defense. Either way, you will walk away unless you hand your head to Keith on a silver platter. Oh my God, is that him? Is he back? Did he leave something?
No, he wouldn't knock. He'd slither under the door.
Hey, come on in, you guys.
I hope we're not disturbing you. Robert dropped me by so I could talk to Eden.
I'm glad you're here.
Well, I'm gonna go take a little walk on the beach and give you and Eden a chance to talk alone.
And I was just on my way out, so... How you doing, Kelly? You all right?
I'm fine, thanks.
Okay, well, then I'll leave you two ladies to it. I won't be late.
Be careful.
I'll be back for you in about half an hour.
All right, thanks, Robert.
Listen, has Kelly remembered anything?
No, she hasn't. I wish she would, because she's worrying herself sick about this.
Do you know what's going on there? What did she need to see Eden about?
I haven't got a clue.
Okay.
I really need to talk to Eden, and I didn't know who else I could turn to.
I'm glad you feel that way, because there's really something I need to tell you, too.
There's another one here.
Open sesame. I wonder if I can get one of these installed in my office. Oh, well. Lead the way.
Everyone said they were silly. But I had these signs, or I guess maybe omens, that I chose to ignore. And so what ends up is I marry the wrong man.
Have you talked to Robert about it?
No. I can't even look him in the eye, Eden. I can't. I'm so afraid to see the hurt and betrayal. I mean, how is it possible that I made this mistake?
Everyone did, Kelly. Quinn fooled everyone.
No. You had an idea. You knew something, and you kept trying to tell me, and I wouldn't listen to you.
And you feel guilty because of that?
I don't know what I feel. I should be so thankful that Robert is here, and he's safe, and he's okay. He's been so understanding through all of this, and I should hate Quinn for what he's done to our lives. Feelings just don't come out that way.
What? Tell me.
I don't love Robert. I love Quinn. And I know it's wrong, and I know I shouldn't feel this way, but Eden, he's the one that took me to that wonderful little cabin on the soundstage and proposed to me in the snow. And he's the one that made love to me, that made me feel so wonderful, like no one has ever made me feel. And somehow the rest of it just doesn't matter, because all I think about is how much I miss him.
I'm so sorry.
The worst part is I can't even mourn him because I don't want to hurt Robert. I'm so afraid of doing that. And every time he reaches for me, I just think, oh, why aren't you Quinn? And why are you here and he's not here? I feel like this is so crazy, Eden, that I loved this man that used me, that didn't love me back, who I wanted to kill. What
What do you mean the ballistics test is not done yet? I put a rush on that the night of the shooting. Why? I've been down there 3 times already. Okay, I'll tell you what. Somebody from your office is going to call me tomorrow and tell me everything there is to know about that bullet, or somebody's going to get their butt kicked. You understand? Okay, all right, I will call you tomorrow at noon. Yeah, tell him to do his damn job. Thanks.
What's wrong now?
That was nothing. That was just some red tape. But the good guys finally got a break. Look at this.
What is it?
This is the hammer, the part of a gun that strikes the bullet. It comes from a pistol.
Where did you find it?
I found it in Quinn's house. It was lodged between the wall and the stairs to the attic in a crack.
Is it from the gun I fired?
Nope, I checked that gun. It was intact. You realize what this means?
Well, that means I wasn't seeing anything, that Quinn actually had a gun.
Exactly.
But why was it on the stairway?
Well, you remember you said you heard a noise upstairs? That's why you went up there like somebody was fighting or something? Maybe it was Quinn and Robert fighting over Quinn's gun. Maybe the gun fell down the stairs and this came off and lodged in the crack.
Well, if that's what happened, then who took the gun out of Quinn's hand? I mean, where is it?
Well, I don't know, but something tells me it might still be in the house.
What if it's not there?
Look, one disaster at a time, okay? We will find the gun, sooner or later.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, what about Kelly?
Nothing's gonna happen to Kelly. And nothing's gonna happen to you. Come on, baby. That's a promise.